This week, I'm back at my parents' house and still on my mission to help them finish this renovation so I can actually have my engagement party here. Their patio has been begging for attention, so today I'm repainting it and giving their outdoor furniture a little glow up so that we are one step closer to turning this place into a party venue.
So a couple of weeks ago, I started this grass lawn growing journey, and she's doing fine. You know, I'm not hating. It's not growing at the rate that I would have hoped. I figured I'd just give you guys a little bit of an update on this before we really jump into the video, you know? Like, it's pretty patchy, but you can now sort of see it from this view, whereas the entire time I've had to like go down like this. You can really kind of see where it's growing in. And I honestly feel like this grass looks like, you know when like some men get hair transplant surgery and they got those little like sprigs that come up, the donor hair or whatever it's called? I think that's what this grass looks like right now. Looks like it had a little transplant surgery. So this is the growth update. It has been now, I think, 4 or 5 days since I filmed the last update that you guys saw, the end of last week's video. Listen, like, I'm not hating on her, but I'm also not proud, you know? Oh well. So the first thing that I want to focus on in this video is this set of table and chairs here. They're metal and they're in good condition, aside from the fact that the paint is really worn off on them. You can kind of see what I mean up close here, where it's like, it's kind of starting to develop some rust. Not any real damage, and honestly the paint's pretty faded. You can especially see it, I don't know if you can tell on camera, you really kind of can't. But it's just, it's not really black like it's supposed to be. Same thing with these chairs. They've just seen better days. And honestly, I don't really see the need to take these to the landfill, seeing as they're still in really good condition. So I figure I'm just gonna clean them up and paint them. But I think it's supposed to start raining tomorrow or 2 days from now. I don't know. And it's supposed to rain for like 5 days straight. So I gotta do this now because that would be really bad. So first things first, I gotta start wiping this table because it's a little dirty. And I want the primer to be able to adhere as best as we can. It's pretty gross. I'm not liking that there's spider webs in here. I don't like spiders. I really don't. They scare the shit out of me. I don't know what this plastic piece is that was on it. Oh, I think that was part of the packaging, like the box it came in. Now, I considered spraying these down with a hose, but the thing is, I don't want them too wet because I have to turn around and prime these quickly here because the sun's starting to go down pretty fast now that it's fall. That looks pretty wiped. This is what we were dealing with on that table and these chairs. I rinsed this out multiple times. Now I think I'm just gonna go ahead and prime it. Let's do that. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, when I bought all of this stuff for the lawn, I bought this spray paint, and honestly, I don't really know how much of it that I need. Hopefully I don't have to go to Lowe's again, but honestly, it wouldn't be a Rose Renovations episode without me going to the hardware store multiple times. So I got this Krylon Specialty Bonding Primer. So this is supposed to help with the adhesion. There goes nothing. Wait, I didn't read these instructions, but I'm assuming it's like normal spray paint. It's fine. I should grab a mask. I really don't want to gas myself out. Okay, I don't see any dripping. Oh God, there's bugs. Please don't land in the wet paint. Unless you want to become a permanent fixture of this table, which would be ugly. I think that this is actually dry enough on the top just to kind of flip this over. All right, well, I think this table's pretty well coated. Now it's time for some chairs. First can of spray paint down. Pretty good coverage. Oh my gosh, why won't this cap come off? Man, my index finger's really starting to hurt. I feel like one of those dudes that like plays way too many video games. I'm like, just give me 5 more minutes, Mom. You know the type. That's what I feel like right now. All right, well that took just under 2 cans of spray paint to cover the table in both chairs. You know, surprisingly enough, the spray paint is attracting a lot of little bugs. I think they're just trying to get high. Bugs want drugs. I'm not a supporter of humans doing them, but if we want to take out a mosquito or two, that's fine by me. So now I think I'm just gonna let this primer dry, and then once that's ready to go, then we'll be good to paint. Okay, so it's been a little bit of time and everything's pretty dry. Unfortunately though, I kind of played myself and I only bought 1 can of black paint. I don't really know what I was thinking when I did that, but I did. And I honestly can't blame it on the brain cells that I just lost from the fumes of this paint, because I did buy this beforehand. So that's my fault. So I'm just going to cover these tables and chairs as much as I can with this 1 can of paint, and then we're gonna have to go to the store. It is what it is. Okay, so for this, I got the Rust-Oleum High Performance Enamel. I thought this would be good based on absolutely nothing, but it sounded like it would be good, so I got it. What got me was the word enamel. Ooh, I actually just realized I don't know what sheen this is. Oh well. Okay, so I have only put 1 coat of this paint onto this table and I'm really impressed. Like, I don't think I fully realized how out of shape these tables were until I put a fresh coat of paint on it, and it looks fantastic. I'm gonna have to like flip this table over and stuff and get spots that I've missed, but I think this needs to dry first. I'm gonna move on to the chairs. So I've got very little spray paint left. See how far I can make it on this chair. I'm not thinking very far. Oh, we're getting splotchy. I've just run out of paint. I'm not really feeling this black and white color combination here. Doesn't look good. So this means, unfortunately for me, I now have to drive all the way over to Lowe's and get more paint. You know what? I'm curious. This can't just be a me thing. I know some of you guys have told me that every time you work on a project, it's multiple trips to the hardware store. So comment down below. I want to know, on average, how many times do you have to go to the hardware store during one project? I'd like to feel better about myself. So it is the next day. This is dry, and I am feeling really good about this. When my parents got this table, it was like a matte sheen, and I didn't know that this paint was glossy. I mean, it says enamel, I don't know. But I think it looks really good glossy. Let me show you what it looks like so far. It is looking really good, even up close. And I honestly don't really feel like the camera does it justice. I mean, it looks really good. So now that I got my paint, it is time to finish spray painting this chair, and then I think I'm gonna flip it over, paint the other side. I was planning on doing a second coat, but I don't know that it's gonna be even necessary. Let's finish painting. see what we're left with on the underside. Oh, I missed big parts of the legs. Oh, Dad, turn that off. You guys want to talk about the definition of f it, it's fine? It's my dad. He just put this fan here. I had so much dirt and that was in it because it's been sitting outside, and he just put it in front of the chairs with wet paint and just blew all that dirt onto the wet chairs. And he goes, it's fine. I said, if this gets f***ed up, it's on you. His table and chairs. He's the one that's got to deal with my mom. Okay, so now that this has all got one coat of paint and we're sort of waiting for it to dry, there's some spots that I'm realizing that I have missed that I've got to go over again. But while that is drying, we're going to start our next project. And that happens to be resurfacing this patio here. Let me show you what we're dealing with. So this patio here is it's concrete and it has been painted over. And about once a year, my parents repaint it because paint just chips over time. And not only that, but living in Southern California, it is sunny year round. So the heat will basically end up eroding the paint. And it is officially that time of year. So we have to sweep it up a little bit here and then remove some of this loose paint that is sitting in these spots. And then we're gonna repaint it. It's gonna look super fresh and it'll look really good. Let's do that. Okay, so I'd quickly like to note here, since I don't know if you guys have seen this angle or not, I'm imagining that this space is gonna be really good for our engagement party because there's these big sliding glass doors that lead to the living room, this big sliding glass door that leads to the kitchen, and this patio is more or less a continuation of the house into outside. So I don't want to say it's open concept, but it's really good for entertaining. So yeah, this patio's got to look as good as the rest of the house. But yeah, do you see the vision? I'm excited for it. We gotta do this now. So my goal here is just to remove this like really loose paint, but I'm gonna leave everything else because we're not gonna strip all of it. But anything that would, oh hi Reg, anything that would come up sort of naturally. Can I help you? Oh, you just want a hug? Hi Reggie. Are you gonna help? Can you dig a little bit? You wanna scrape some of this up? We're just here to offer cuddles. Okay, I think this is kind of as good as it's gonna get in terms of removing loose paint that's on the patio. Now I think we just gotta brush it off and roll some paint on. You gonna paint the patio for us? What if we dunked you in the bucket and then just kind of rolled you around? Would you do that? Your dad would be so mad. I think you'd like it though, because paint is pretty cool. I suppose that the beauty of this situation is that it doesn't really matter how messy I am with it because the paint's going on the floor. I've never painted a floor before. I imagine it's going to be a lot easier than painting walls or ceilings. I'm kind of nervous because I've never done this before. I'm worried about screwing it up, but I don't know really if I could. Oh, there's already a stick in the roller. This is actually super easy to do because I feel like for once I'm not working against gravity, it's working with me. I have a feeling this is gonna move very quickly. I love doing the big patches like this. It's so satisfying. Now before I go ahead and paint this awful little peeling section here, I wanted to let those of you that are new here know that I post videos every single Monday. So if you choose to, it would be a massive help if you like this video and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to help more, you can smash that hype button as well. So for those of you that are new here, and especially for those of you that have been here a while, thank you. These videos are made possible because of you viewers at home. Now let's cover this up. I think I'm done. I think this has just got to dry. It's drying quickly. I don't think it's going to take much longer. And when it's done drying, I'll give you guys an update. But I think it looks pretty good so far. So it's been like 2 hours, hour and a half, something like that. And it's pretty dry, actually. In fact, I'm walking around on it, nothing. There's no sock marks on here at all. And I think it looks pretty damn good. So I'm going to start kind of reassembling here so we get a nice little finished look. Still don't want to like drag it on the floor or anything like that. Oh, I did miss a spot on the back of this chair though. Hold up. Wait a minute. Holy shit, I missed a couple spots. Oh my gosh. How did I miss that? It's this whole section right here. This right here. That right there. There. Right there. There. I had to back my ass up a little bit. Okay. You know what I wonder? I keep seeing white in here. Did I not spray the bottom? Oh, I didn't spray the bottom. Okay, well, therein lies our problem. How did I miss that? Holy sh**. Ah, I missed another spot. What the f***? Like, just when I think I'm done, there's always more. Missed another spot the second I put on this cap. Stop showing up white. Okay, I don't want to say it's like spray painted now because every time I say that, I find like 5 new spots. So I'm going to say that I'm going to put this to the side for now until I find another spot. Now that it sufficiently reeks of spray paint out here again. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna move this table over there because I have just forgotten that my parents actually have a really large picnic table that is on the side of the house. They have to refinish it, but they're gonna put that back where it was before, which is along this patio for outdoor dining. And this is the finished look for right now. Again, there is still that table that has to be refinished that's gonna go right here. I don't have time for that today, but I'm really glad that this stuff is done because I think that it looks drastically better. I love it. I think it's great. This is a very easy and satisfying transformation. It's amazing what a little bit of paint can do to transform a situation.
Overall, I'm super happy with how this outdoor area has turned out so far, and I think that with all of the touch-ups that have been made to this space, it's going to be perfect for the party. If you're interested in videos like the one you're watching now, then this video here might be worth a watch.